The man has just started sliding down the zip line, but has no idea that his safety rope is starting to tear. It is not until he is halfway down that he notices something is wrong. He quickly grabs the steel cable above him and stops in midair. But by then, it is already too late. The man immediately wraps his legs tightly around the cable and cries out loudly for help. By the time the safety officer arrives, he is already exhausted. The safety officer has no choice but to hold him tightly. Before he can even hold on for 2 seconds, the man completely loses his strength. Seeing all of this, his wife quickly tells the staff to call an ambulance. She then runs down the hillside and, using the markers on the cable, finds the approximate place where her husband fell. She then calls her husband's phone and soon finds him. Strangely, after her husband is loaded into the ambulance, the medical staff refuse to let her ride with him. Because she and her husband are vacationing abroad, the woman cannot understand what they are saying. Not wanting to delay her husband's treatment, she only asks for the hospital's business card and urges them to leave quickly. She then gets on a motorcycle and closely follows the ambulance, but along the way, a car suddenly cuts in front of her. The woman has no time to avoid it and crashes hard onto the ground. By the time she gets back on her feet, the ambulance has already disappeared. Everything seems as though someone is deliberately controlling it. When the woman arrives at the hospital, the nurse tells her that no one was brought to the hospital earlier. The woman is immediately confused after hearing this. She goes to several more hospitals, but there is still no news of her husband. She quickly goes to the police station to file a report, but they only have her fill out a form and tell her to go home and wait for news. At that moment, she feels completely helpless. Soon, her husband's family also arrives. The next day, they meet with the police chief together. In order to provide more clues, she brings everyone to find the zipline staff member. But to her surprise, the staff member claims that he has never seen the couple before. The woman is stunned. The situation has now become even more confusing. After returning home, her husband's father openly questions the woman. It turns out that he has always opposed his son marrying her, believing that she only wanted his family's wealth. And his son's disappearance, this time, may have been carefully planned by the woman. The woman is completely speechless after hearing this. She finally realizes that these so-called family members cannot be relied on at all. Since that is the case, she can only find her husband her own way. And her first stop is the zipline staff member.